boys and girls. We want to start another walk today. During the walk, I had a piece of that whole time, right? Connected, and it was just resting my ear for no damn reason. It's a bit chilly today. Temperatures have dropped below freezing last I looked, and that was like hours ago. And we have snow flurries, and it's snowing and everything. Cannot see chat. Check the network connection. Okay. All right. I had just remembered something, so I had to modify the chat setting to make it so it doesn't show the chat screen on the VOD when we're done. So, like, I can see the chat pop up on my screen, but for you guys, it shouldn't show the chat on the screen no more. I meant to change that yesterday, but I was going to do it after I got home. As soon as I got home, I instantly forgot. Ugh. Now I'm yawning. Just take some deep breaths of this air. It's a bit windy today, too. Yeah, I like how if we look at the field from this direction, since the wind is blowing that way, we can see where all the snow is piling up. Because we don't have a huge snowstorm today, but we got snow flurries. It'd be like as if there's a light shower, going by and it's just raining. So this snow is only going to stick in like the grassy areas. Oh my god, this cold air is making my eyes watery. Good thing this has a magnet on the back, so I'm gonna put my hood up. Let you guys look at that real quick. Actually, I'll turn the camera around. But yeah, my stand has a magnet on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this hood on, because that wind is, whew. At least I know the magnet works. I'm kind of digging this little tripod, because it's like a tripod. You can hold it, and then when you need to use it for a tripod, you can fold out the legs. It's got a magnetic base, so like where we were standing by that metal pole with the sign on it, I was able to attach my phone stand to it and freed up my hands. I would say the only thing that I don't really like about the stand is that it holds the phone, magnetically. So you either have to have a phone with magnets built in or a case with magnets, so MagSafe stuff. So like even with my Samsung, I have a MagSafe case for it. Yeah, it works. But if somebody wanted to walk, if I was an Asian and they had a motorbike and they walked by, snatched it and took off, yeah, they'd most likely get my phone. I mean, yeah, I got a backup plan to prevent that. But like that's probably like the one downside with this mini tripod, oh my god, tripod holder, is that it's great for what I use it for, but at the same time, it's not I want to run and snatch it and then take off on a bike. Well, I'm gonna have to have it dummy corded to my body, but I have a solution for that. I just haven't tried them out yet. I'm gonna wait till I get the new phone in March, because we're gonna get the S26 Ultra. which I'm excited for. The Samsung Unpacked event, I believe, is Wednesday, and that's when they'll all go on pre-orders are going to come available. So I'm going to log into my account and see if I can get me one. The colors were leaked, but I don't think they're actually confirmed. But apparently they're coming out the blue phone for once. So I might get that one just because I like the color blue. And then I'll get a clear case so I can still see the color. Use my current phone as the trade-in. It's gonna be awesome. Same thing with my earbuds. My Samsung buds are like, I think 2-3 years old. So I'll be trading these in for the new pair too that's coming out. As long as I don't lose them. I thought I lost my earbud case the other day. I was gonna say, fuck. You know what I mean? But it was still my room. So I had my earbud case and my left earbud still in the case. And they were in my left rear pant pocket. And I forgot to take them out. But when I went to go grab them, they weren't there. So I checked all my personal belongings. I didn't have it. And I was like, oh no, I can't find them. I was using my Find My Advice, app. And it kept picking up my right earbud. So I went out front, put it in a mailbox. So it had been surrounded by all kinds of metal to help distort the Bluetooth. And then I walked back inside, walked into my bedroom, turned the app back on, and it was still detecting that it was my room. So I had a feeling it wasn't detecting my right earpiece. So I tore my room apart. And yeah, they were in my closet. Apparently, from where I left them in the pocket, I sat them over top of my luggage because I already got my luggage packed and ready to go for Asia. It's in front of my closet, so I sat the pants on top of it, and they fell out behind the luggage and into the closet. Now I've been thinking about possibly purchasing a small secondary phone just to have Messenger and shit on. And I'll probably only use it to connect to Wi-Fi. So when I'm out, I'll connect it to Wi-Fi for the places I'm going. So I know some of my apps on my phone, like, I'm pretty sure I could use Prism, put it up in the background. It still shows everything. And then I can respond to people on Messenger and shit without interrupting the stream. Now, I've looked into all these, like, servers and stuff. I don't know if I want to do all that. I could use my home computer to set up my own, like, do-it-yourself server for pretty cheap because it's a monster of a rig. But I'm also pretty forgetful. So, like, I would love to use my starting stream and ending stream and everything. Well, overlays. And I'm pretty sure there's overlay options on here too. I just haven't found them yet if they exist. I gotta look more into it. If they do, then yeah, I'll do my overlays on here. But whew, that hillside is already covered up with snow again. Can't really tell through the camera, I don't believe, but yeah, like all right up in there on the ground, it's all looks like it's covered up with snow again. The creek is low, but it's not covered. Maybe when it gets warmer or when we come back from Asia, when we go to walk this again, maybe we'll walk down to the creek and like take a peek underneath this tunnel. I don't want to do it right now because it's so damn cold. So if I slip, fall, and bust my ass and get wet, well, I'd rather be cold and wet when it's hot out instead of cold and wet when it's cold out. Hello.
How you doing today?
Good, you?
Good.
Pretty sure we've talked to her before. I think it was while we were down the trail that way. So we're clear right. And now we're clear left. Check right again. Alright, we're clear. So technically these people don't have to stop. Like there's no legality stating that when a pedestrian hits the crosswalk light and it flashes that they have to stop. But at the same time, it's wet out. So I don't mind if they don't stop, especially right there by the tracks because it is wet. But when it's dry out, then it's like, are they going to be courteous and stop? Or not give a fuck and keep going? Like if there's like one or two cars, I'm not going to care because it's only one or two cars. But if there's like a whole line of cars, that light doesn't flash for a long time. So you can hit the flash to signal people that there's a pedestrian getting ready to cross the road. And if they don't stop, no one stops, they're basically just assholes at that point. We're going to be spitting a lot today, boys. That cold air gets into your system. It'll make you, well, everybody's different, but like for me, it makes me spit a lot. Now today we're going to be a little lazy. We're going to walk to the end of the trail and then walk back. So we're going to do over 3 miles today instead of 4 or 5. See if we can zoom in on the wasp nest today. I'll tell you guys what, yesterday, since I didn't wear my gloves and it was so windy yesterday, well, not entirely windy, but we had some small gusts here and there, and then we had the low temperatures, you know. My hands were so cold that I think it took felt like a half an hour or so for my hands just to thaw out. Like they were in no danger of, frostbite or anything. It was just that it'd be as if you chilled out in your refrigerator for like an hour. Like it's not going to kill you, and it's not going to really cause you any serious bodily harm, but your body's stiff. Especially my right hand, since I was holding this little mini tripod and I'm holding my phone like this the whole time. But it was like when I would go to open up my hand and then close my fingers and stuff, it had such a hard time doing it. Like the numbness was there, but it wasn't completely numb. And it was like you needed to add some WD-40 or some shit to help get the joints moving again. The person in front of us is actually walking 3 little dogs. And then they got a person in front of them on the trail that has a dog too. But the person in front of us walking towards the other person with the dog, he's got his 3 little dogs and they're all on a leash. And he's not really controlling them. Well, he stopped. He can't really control all 3 dogs at once, can he? And then the dude with the white dog is just standing there. They could avoid all this if the guy with the white dog just goes out into the street parallel to the trail. Looks like they know each other.
I'm just thankful it's not heavy.
How's it going, guys?
I don't think we're supposed to get a whole lot. I'm tired of this crap. I know everybody else is.
They're talking about how they're tired and hating the snow. Not me, I'm loving this shit. It's like there's something serene and beautiful about the snowfall. Yeah, it looks like there's two guys talking to each other. So the dude with the dog and the two chihuahuas, he lives down the trail that we passed, and he's the one with all the pack of chihuahuas and shit. So it looks like he's out here walking three of his dogs. The other guy is always down here walking his one dog too. Like, I would love to get me another dog, but I would want to try to raise it in a certain way, you know? But at the same time, it'd be difficult too since I like to travel every year as well. And I'm not going to try and take a dog on a 20 some hour flight to different countries and shit. Like, unlike my cat that I got, I can just leave her at home. It's whatever. Like, she's self sufficient in a sense. She has her role, does her job. But if she was a dog, and if I was gone, it would be completely different. At least the water is clear today and there's no chemicals in it. Technically, that snowfall has gotten a little bit heavier, and the wind's picked up a bit more. Probably can't really tell on camera, but if I hold it towards this brown tanker, you might be able to see the snowfall better. Maybe. So I'm thinking about after we're finished with this diet, I might adopt like 30 to 40 some hour fasting rule on a weekly basis. So I am gonna go back to like eating candy and drinking pop and stuff. But at the same time, like I'm not gonna mind this fasting either. Oh wow, when we walk into the wind, you can definitely see the snow now. What a difference. That or it just picked up and got heavier as soon as we turned around.
Hi, you guys. Man,
Where's the rest of them at?
they're at home. They didn't want to come out. They went in the yard and that was it.
I don't know if you guys heard him, but he said they went out to the yard and ran back inside. The rest of them didn't want to come out. Only those three did. So he brought those three out for a walk. So I see this vehicle on the other side of this bushes and stuff. At first I thought it was like another big animal or some shit. I was just starting to think in my head, God damn it. How you doing? I just noticed that tanker has some icicles underneath it. Tell you guys what, my state. So instead of 4 seasons, like if you were to break down all of our seasons, you'll probably get like a dozen. It's like a running joke for this area because you'll have winter, fall, spring, second winter, shit like that. And we've kind of seen it over the last like 4 weeks because we had a major snowstorm. Then it got hot. It all melted like 2 weeks later. Then it got warm, warm and hotter out. Then it rained a lot. Then the temperature dropped again. And now we got snow again. Hell, we had rain and tornadoes the other day. Well, not just rain, but thunderstorms. We didn't get any tornadoes touching down near my area. But either in my state or the state over, there was a tornado that touched down. I think it was a decent sized one, too, for the year. We had flash floods watches, too. Because there's areas pooling up with water. And all the creeks and rivers got high. So there was flash floods in some areas. It's also why we don't see a lot of dog shit right now compared to the other days. That shit got washed away. Looks like someone. I'm guessing somebody probably has like some chickens somewhere, and that's all their dirty hay from the year, where the season so far, and they just dumped it in the ditch. Same thing with these sticks and trees. Like, those look like they were all cut down and dumped in this ditch. So somebody from this residential area probably doing some yard work and then brought it all over here and dumped it. Yeah, at least should have took it to the other side, to the tree line. No, not bad. Fucking idiot, man. That guy was tweaking out. I thought maybe he was looking for something on the ground. But his head, was bent down towards the ground like he was looking for something. But he looked like his nose was running at the same time. You just saw like big old wet drops hanging from his nose. I'm not gonna put the camera back there to look, but I keep looking back there myself. See, here we got this creek. You can tell where all that's all covered up with snow. Man, I hear dogs barking like crazy up here. Oh, if those two big dogs ain't out again. Maybe I should start carrying me a fucking stick or something. Like buy me a collapsible baton. See, if any of these dogs, when they try to get frisky, I'll gladly bash them upside the damn head. I was looking at those branches on the ground, but I don't want it to be mistaken as inciting violence or some shit. Today's what, Sunday? See, if today's Sunday, then I'm currently on my 47-hour fast. So, no food or drinks except for water. And then I'll go get me like a 30-minute to 1 hour massage today. Looks like the snow stopped. Well, I see a person in front of us. Okay, they have a dog. So maybe all that dog barking I heard was between his dog and other dogs in other yards barking at each other as they're walking by. Oh, starting to snow again. Put my sunglasses back on because these snowdrops are like dinging me in the eye. Oh man, that one's so scary. There were two wannabe dogs. But they could have came from one of these yards right here. From when I was reviewing the video across the field. But they also could have been walking down this street, being out loose. It could have just been in these front yards. Yeah, because we turned around right here, and they were like just coming from over that direction. Only thing that sucks now is that they showed up again. That business ain't open. Neither is the lumber mill either. Okay. So we're clear left, clear right. I wonder if that security guard over there is bored. Because he's doing like a weird turn. And then he floored it to go that direction, turned around, and now he's sitting there. Alright, guys. We're going to go ahead and end it there for today. And I will probably see everybody either later today when I go play some games. We'll probably be picking back up on StarCraft, where I was getting my ass kicked. And then we'll also, if I don't play StarCraft tonight, I might play something else. Or if I don't stream at all tonight, then I'm more than likely watching TV or something, spending time with family, watching a show on Netflix or something. So if I don't see you guys tonight, I'm watching TV. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tonight. If I don't see you tonight, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.